Absolutely.
Oh, here we
Okay.
go. Going live.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right, we are here tonight at the meeting. It's 3:23:23. All right, as Kathy just pointed out to us, and we have been left unsupervised by Robert. So who knows what's going to happen tonight? I can't believe we're already at the end of March. That's insane?
Yeah, that went quick.
It did. It was just like, what the heck? And then we still have all the awesome stuff coming up on the replay. If you guys didn't see yesterday, there was a big announcement from Robert on hold on one second. I'm gonna do a mute there. All right, beautiful. Big announcement from Robert on a kind of an Action Era tour that they are doing. A lot of fantastic stuff. We have the replay link in chat, so I definitely recommend for you guys to go check that out. He's
Put
going to
it
be
back
going.
in the chat. There you go.
Perfect. They're in chat for everybody, and then go and check that out. It's awesome. It's an event where not only do you get to see Robert in person, which is awesome because I'm going to be doing that for the first time this weekend, believe it or not. It's been a couple years and I finally get to meet him, but then you get to meet some of us as well, and you get to share your story, and then they're going to be videoing it with a few different angles with a professional video team so that you can use that. I mean, there's a lot in the package, so definitely go to that link, check it out. And I don't want to say too much more because I'll butcher what's there, and I'll start adding things like he's giving away free Ferraris and stuff. I think that's we should put that in the recommendation box form. Absolutely. All right, so this is why I need to be supervised. All right, Ramesh, great to have you here, Gregory. All right, so tonight's just going to be basic Q&A. We got Matt and we've got Jennifer here, aka Robert II. All right, that are here for Q&A tonight. I know that there's a lot going on, so we'll go ahead and open that up for questions, unless there's something else you guys think I need to mention ahead of time.
Yeah, just a quick heads up for everybody. So in terms of what was talked about yesterday with the speaker talk and JVIC questions regarding that, for the most part, we are not going to be able to answer those questions. I'm going to drop a link to a website in there. You've got the replay article. And but if you do have something really specific that you want to know about that, you can ask us. We'll answer it only if we definitively know the answer. Otherwise, we're just going to take down your name and the question and have Robert get back to you on it. So that'll be the main thing. And I would say that, there are three of us. Fire away at your questions. We'll do the best that we can, or we're going to phone a friend. So.
Okay, one thing real quick before we do dive into that, for anybody real quick on the domains. I know I've been getting a few tickets in with the domains. Did we send something out for everybody on that? I believe that there was an email already sent.
The custom domain names?
Yes.
I can throw the
I think Robert did send something out.
Okay.
I was thinking each person got an individual email as their site was ready to be custom domained.
Nice. All right, beautiful.
I haven't received anything other than an initial announcement that it was going to be available, and I have no idea how to handle that.
Yeah, there was an email. Let me look in my inbox, Matt and JD, and try to find that.
Perfect. And I know there was something for them to fill out. If we have a link to whatever that is, then we can share that in chat so we can get that taken care of. Perfect. And then, all right, so we've got Kathy right there with the hand up, ready to go.
So I have a technically easy question. Yay, let's start with the softballs, right? It was several weeks ago when we were discussing the fact that the Wednesday call that was every other week for the web beta group got canceled, postponed, and then when was the next one going to be on what schedule? And do we have an answer to that yet?
I don't mind taking that question. So yesterday was our first Wednesday call in like a month. And it wasn't even necessarily on web related stuff. It was on the tour and the JVIC and such. Last I heard from Robert is and we don't have this definitively set in stone yet, but this is the gossip at the moment, is that we are going to be doing an alternating bi-monthly call, one on Tuesday, one on Wednesday. So, you know, 1 week it'll be Tuesday, the next week it'll be Wednesday, and they're going to be on, one of them will be our web call. So our web call, I think, will be going over to, maybe Wednesday again or Tuesday. I'm not entirely sure which one it is. Jennifer, if you know on that one, or JD. And then the other one is going to be a different type of support call that we're creating. And I'm not sure that we can speak to what that support call is going to be yet, but so yeah.
So
So it
since
is coming
it's
back.
gossip, since it's gossip, I can add my 2 cents
Sure.
to the mix. My Wednesdays were booked out for the web beta test stuff. My
Okay.
Tuesdays are otherwise committed. So if that's something new to the mix, then I would prefer that to be on a Tuesday when I am not ready to do something new anyway, and continue to keep the beta things on Wednesdays. So that's my 2 cents. Please factor it in as anybody else has something to say about it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Kathy.
I will put my hand down now, and thank you
Perfect.
for being
All
here,
right, all right.
everybody.
And then we have Ramesh here. Hello, Ramesh. Great to see you tonight, my friend.
Hi, JD. How are you?
I am fantastic. I like that. Look, see that that smile Ramesh has got? My gosh, I just had to compliment you on that because it just kind of shines through and got my attention. So, all right.
Thank you. Thank
Butter people up before they ask the questions. That way, when they get a bad response or
you.
anything,
So
they're not
I need
as
to
bad.
soften up now. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
and then throw stuff at Matt instead of me. So that works. Anyway, go ahead.
Anyway.
Ramesh.
So yeah, my question is regarding the website, right? We have got now this web feature. Now I'm doing the domain. In fact, I did the domain already. So I've got I created a completely brand new domain that points to this our sectioner of my web page. So it's all good. The question is that I also have a WordPress site, and that is my current site, and it has got whatever minimal features that we have. But it is much better looking, you know, it's appealing, it's got pictures, it's got not. So when is this Actionera web page look something similar to, I will be able to do the Actionera web page in a way that I do WordPress today, and I will be able to ditch my WordPress website. So I have only one website to worry about, because otherwise it's mind-boggling to do, duplicate things on this website and that website. And in fact, currently I do blog on LinkedIn and I do blog on my website. As it is, there is a duplication. Now I have to do one more. Yeah. So what is the roadmap? And when do you expect people to be able to switch to Actionera website as the primary website and ditch anything else that they have?
Gotcha. JD, do you want that one, or would you like me to?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and have you do that. Like I'm here, I'm here for the looks, and you guys get to answer the questions. So that's at least what I thought the contract was for.
Matt, if you want me to take it, I think I know the answer to
Yeah,
this.
please. Yeah.
So I know that because of the announcement from OneSignal recently regarding push notifications and how we're losing everything but 2 for the free accounts, that a lot of the efforts have been shifted over from the landing page module to the push notification upgrade. And so I believe that the Go High Level option is kind of supporting that landing page builder in the meantime. Now, that being said, I'm not sure when I'm thinking the landing page build is still on for this year. It looks to be in the roadmap still, but it is not, going to be in the next few months like we initially thought. So
Okay.
we don't have specifics there, Ramesh, but that is what I know about the switch in priorities from being that landing page builder to the push notifications for you guys.
Yeah, that is good. That way we know there is a timeline, even if it's a 6 months or maybe it's 1 year, I don't know. So at least I know that for 1 year, I need to maintain my WordPress website and continue to upgrade, continue to revise. and then switch completely over. So that's the idea I'm looking for. I know that it will take time. I'm not pushing to get it out tomorrow, and but I just want a timeline, a roadmap for my own business so that I can plan my work properly.
Yeah. And switching's hard, right? So starting to plan for that, knowing what you want to do first
Right.
is going to be probably a good idea too. So yeah.
My wish list would be that while we develop this landing pages, that we should be able to import XML or something from other website for, say, blog. If I create a blog and put it on my website, I should be able to easily migrate that to Actionera when Actionera web landing pages become more accessible, more available.
Yeah, that would be the
hope.
hope. Yeah, that would be the hope. I think we don't really know what that looks like yet, and as soon as we do, we'll be able to share.
I think one thing to note on that though is we do have the WYSIWYG function, and so you can always try copying directly into the WYSIWYG, and I think more of the formatting translates when you're doing that, and so it may not be perfect yet, but it's probably going to be easier than starting the formatting from scratch if you're copying a blog article over. And then the other thing I was wondering is, other than push notifications, are there any particular features that exist in WordPress that you're speaking to that you wish Actionera had as well?
Well, so blog comes with engagement thing as well, I hope. So there is an engagement at the end, leave comment, people can write comments and so on. So that goes
Perfect.
with it.
Yeah, so there's an area in the content portal, any of you that have access have probably seen this, that's about community. And that area is largely undeveloped because that is one of our primary roadmap areas that has not rolled out yet. But is very much a big part of what we want to eventually have integrated into the technology, where people will be able to give commentary back, where you will be able to turn on commenting for particular article pieces or other content pieces. So you can sort of pick and choose which ones you want to have commenting. But that technology is not yet available. It will be coming.
So does the WYSIWYG allow pictures to be added as well in the content?
Yeah, Jen is very good at doing that. And I don't know if you have a tutorial on that yet.
Yeah, we did a help article about creating the image library so that you could pull those links.
Right.
But it's just about it's about using the WYSIWYG for formatting, and then when there's you can insert an image, or I've been using a lot of tables in the WYSIWYG in order to structure things the way I want. So like I'll have the description of 3 courses and then the images on the right, setting that up in tables. And yeah, it's pretty powerful. It's not, obviously it's not equivalent to WordPress where you can, do your backgrounds and your overlays and all kinds of cool stuff. But it's a definite step up from just, text the way we're used to seeing it in the app. So I would encourage you to play around with it. And Sherry, to address your question, copying into the WYSIWYG, you can embed the source code from something into the WYSIWYG by using the source code button, but copying and pasting, yeah, it's just going to take whatever formatting you had on that and kind of retrofit it for the space. So it's not a perfect solution to just
I
copy
can't
it.
copy anything. All I get is link. When you copy something and then you have to right click to paste it.
Huh.
All I get is link. There's no way to copy it. There's no way to paste it, rather.
Paste the are you talking specifically about
Anything.
copying like text from like a Word document into the WYSIWYG?
I can't even copy the text from the website or from the app side of whatever I'm.
Oh wow, I was just doing that today.
Well, there's something wrong then, because I can't do it.
I couldn't do that either. There's no way.
Do you want me to share my screen and
Please do
show
so.
this? Okay, cool.
Yeah, that would be helpful.
If Lisa Lansing's on the call right now, I would like to use her site if she's here, because I was just working in there. So she's gonna get a little bit of promotion here. So let me get in there. All right. Actually, I'll be nice and I'll go into my own app. How's that? Okay.
Denise mentioned a good tip in chat, which you and I have used, which is using a notepad to copy into first.
Yeah.
Here's all formatting. Notepad's really cool like that. If you're ever trying to copy something from a PDF or from a website or something into another document or into another platform or technology, and the formatting is coming over and it's all wonky and weird, just copy whatever that thing is into Notepad first. Every PC computer comes with it. I think for Macs, it's text edit for the equivalent, and it will immediately negate any formatting on that article and just turn it back to its basics. And then you can copy it out of that and then put it back into the technology that you want to use or where you're trying to put.
All right. Let me pull one up here. All right, so I'm just gonna pull up just a Word doc with stuff in it and share my screen. Okay, here we go. All right, so right now I'm in my app and I'm just gonna just create a new article so you can see. So in here, if you go to your Word doc and you just copy your text, you can actually just paste it straight in, and it comes in with very little formatting. So what I like to do normally is I won't actually start with the web tab. I will start with the app tab. Oh, that was the app tab. Huh.
That was the app tab.
So I'll do some of my basic fixes in here. Don't mind the Grammarly thing there. It's telling me I have 2 corrections. So I'll do some of my basic fixes here, and then I'll just copy the whole thing and go to the web tab and paste it in. And then once it's in here, you can do your normal functions. You could change the font, to match the rest of your app. If you have,
I'm sorry.
what was that? Go ahead and ask the questions if you got them.
I was just muttering, that makes no sense because that doesn't work on my app, on my portal.
You want me to try it in yours, Sherry? Make sure there's not a bug.
You can if you want to.
I want to get you covered.
Watch it make me a liar.
No.
Well, no, all that does is zero it into, it's not the content portal, it's something that's happening on your computer.
Yeah. Okay.
What?
That
What
helps
could
us
be happening?
troubleshoot it.
Copy, paste, that's what could be happening.
How are you copying and pasting? Are you using hotkeys where you're pressing Control C?
No, I'm doing exactly what Jennifer just did in the Word document.
So I'm using hotkeys, Matt. So
okay, I'm highlighting what I want to copy.
Sure.
Let's see it on Sherry's app.
Sure. Let's copy this. And then we'll go into Sherry's app and I'll just go straight into the web tab and see if it lets me do it. Yep. So let's see, undo. If I go and I say, if you right click in it, it's got this link. That's the only option you got there. So you just need to paste it with, I'm using Control V to paste.
We can't see Sherry's app. We're still looking at yours.
This
Okay.
is,
Sherry's
I'm
app.
in Meta Prosperity right now.
Yes, but we can't
in-
see it.
She's in Sherry's
I
app.
can see
I
it.
can see it. I can see the Meta Prosperity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? Because I'm
Yeah.
still seeing Jennifer's.
No, she's
What
in-
makes you think it's Jennifer's?
The purple?
Oh, that's my browser is purple. I'm in the content portal right now of Meta Prosperity, which is Sherry's app.
Okay,
So-
well, it's
So
too small for
the-
me to read.
The answer is you cannot use the right click to paste into it. You have to use Control V.
Yes. Yep.
Well, that would have been helpful to know.
Is that, I want to troubleshoot that.
I
now.
have been
Test that now. Is that?
retyping everything.
Yeah, I'm right clicking that and this shows up. There's no I've never actually done the right click.
Yeah.
It's funny. I hotkey
Yeah,
it
we've always done
every time.
hotkey. Okay, I'm gonna make an article on this. I'm making a note right now. This is.
Well, maybe,
actually,
I
I'm
mean,
gonna talk to tech team because this
yeah, I was
They-
gonna
What
say
is-
maybe
what
that's
is a
not
hotkey?
normal.
What does a
So-
hotkey mean?
So there's shortcuts on your keyboard. Control C is copy, Control V is
Right.
paste. So all I did was I did Control C, and then I came in here. Here, let me undo this first. And then I hit Control V and it pasted.
Right, okay.
What Sherry was trying to do was actually right click and paste, which doesn't seem to be working. And that's funny because I've never tried that the whole time I've been using WYSIWYG.
I'm so sorry you've been frustrated with this, Sherry, but I'm also really happy you found this.
Yeah.
This is an issue.
So I didn't realize it was a bug.
Yeah, this
I
should,
just assumed it was. I just assumed it wasn't allowed.
Right. And
So
because I
I've been
mean,
retyping everything.
oh, that is obnoxious.
Yes.
oh,
Oh, poor Sherry. Hey, I'm so glad we did this.
yeah.
I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore.
Hey, that's if you don't speak up, we don't know, we can't fix. So
Right.
that's a really good call. But yeah, once you get your stuff pasted, I'm so sorry, Sherry. That sucks. Sorry.
Do you-
That was
real-
not
real
professional.
quick-
That network guy committed suicide, so let's not go there.
Real quick, Sherry, do you know how to use hotkeys now?
Yeah, I
Okay,
just didn't know I had to. I always use right click and paste.
well, hopefully in the very near future, you can go back to doing that. We're gonna talk to tech team and
Yeah.
get it fixed.
It works in the app tab, just not the web tab.
Weird.
Ava too.
Oh God, this
So
breaks
sorry.
my heart so much. Because I've been like loving the WYSIWYG. Okay.
Okay.
Well, does that answer the question there? Sharon? She's like, I want points.
Right?
Okay, 100 points to Sherry for putting up with that.
I'm
And
taking
even
Right.
1,000 points away from the programmers.
Yeah.
And okay,
Nice.
could I get a quick recap on this app users versus subscribers, please? I keep getting confused. So in push notification, I see app users as 87 and subscriber is 29. Does it mean that I have the email ID of 29 people? They have registered through email IDs, and app users are the people I can send notifications to. I can send notification to 87 people. Is that right? How do you interpret app users versus subscribers?
Jen, are you able to answer that one?
you're talking about in the push notifications,
Correct.
right?
Mhm.
I actually don't know this definitively. I have a good idea of what it is, but Matt, if you know more than me,
Yeah, I'm going to there now where I was
I
in
think he-
somebody's app that didn't have it and
I think Robert said that subscribers are people that opted in for your push notifications.
so what he's talking about, guys, is right here.
Yes. So
It's under, if you go to communicate push notifications, sorry, Sherry, I'm in your app still. You go to push notifications and you see these two numbers. This is connected to OneSignal, and what JD just said is he thinks that this is people that are using your app, but these are the people that have registered. Is that correct, JD?
Yeah, that have opted in for the push notifications.
opted in for push notification, does it mean that I have email IDs available for them?
That's the one thing I don't know right now.
Yeah, that is because if I go
The answer is
manage
no.
members, I do have some members.
yeah, so you have 17 members. And so that number does not fit for
Yes,
how many
Correct. That is the confusion I have.
notifications, right?
So
So it
those-
does,
Mhm.
it does refer to something else. And off the top of my head, I'm not remembering what it is either. I'm looking at my notes to see if I can get that answer.
Subscribers are the
Answer
people
that.
who, I can answer that.
Go ahead, Colin.
So the subscribers are the people who have subscribed to your push notifications. Whereas the other one is the people who've actually downloaded your app.
Yeah, the smaller number would be the people with the push notifications. The bigger number
But there
would
is
be,
another third smallest number, which is really the people of email with email ID they're registered with. So there are
Ramesh,
three numbers, really.
those two numbers have nothing to do with the emails you have. The emails you have are your members. Nothing to do with OneSignal has anything to do with email.
Oh, see, this is where when I read subscribers, I feel like these are the
That's-
subscriber with emails that I have.
No, that's subscribers to your push notifications.
Oh, okay.
Right.
To get the emails, download your member list.
Oh,
Yeah, so here, if you want to see that, it's under members. And you can see I got 23 results in my new app. And these are the people who have logged into my app. And Sherry's right, it's got nothing to do with this.
Yeah,
yes.
so I think definitive answer here, I think what actually it is when you're looking at app users, that's literally how many people have gone to Google Play or Apple and download your app. So that's
Mhm.
that number, but then they're given the option to whether or not they want to opt in to push notifications. And so your number 29 for subscribers is how many people have done that. But just because they've opted into push notifications doesn't mean they've created a member email login for
Got
your
it.
app yet.
Got
So only
it.
17 of the total 87 have done that.
Okay, understood. Yeah, it is confusing a little bit term wise. Subscribers normally in CRM tools and all, subscribers are people with email IDs that are in your database. And here subscriber means something different. So just something to keep a note of, in case you want to enhance in future.
Yeah, and well, again, this whole thing is going to be going away because we won't even be using OneSignal anymore. So hopefully whatever integrative technology we use will make that more clear. And
Okay. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate it.
Beautiful. All right.
I have
Shakaya,
a related question. Can I ask that?
Yeah.
It's about
Yeah, since we're on that, go ahead, Colin.
And my question is, with memberships, I've got a list of emails, a certain number of members. So, but if they unsubscribe, I suspect at the moment that their email will still be on that list because there's no way of actually even knowing that they've actually unsubscribed from my app. So I could have members who haven't even got the app. Is that correct?
yeah, are you suggesting like somebody downloads your app, they create a member login on your app, but then they delete the app afterwards?
Yes.
And so now you have their email and their name, but they're not even downloaded on your app anymore.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I think that's true. I don't know how to confirm that. I guess we could do some testing on that, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that's accurate. In fact, I know how to test that. Give me 1 second. I'll give you a definitive.
Well, I'm also wondering if somebody signs up on the web version of your app and doesn't download your app, you could still have their email, right? Without them ever downloading your app now. And that's the beauty of it.
I think that's probably true as well.
Yeah. Ooh,
least
Colin
logic.
brought us a good one.
Sounds
Mhm.
logical to me.
Absolutely. Colin's always got some great stuff. He's got a few questions that are in. So yeah, we'll come back to that as soon as he gets an answer to you, as soon as Matt's done. And until Matt's done, then we're going to go ahead with Shakaya here real quick and go ahead and move down the line here. So Shakaya, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing well. Thank you very much.
All right. What can we do?
My question is about the domain. I already have a domain and I have for years. Do I still fill out the form that was in the email, or do I just get instructions on how to have it turned toward the website?
So part of it is we're gonna have to, it's a two-part process. So we'll need to create certificates. You'll have 72 hours to input those in your DNS. And then we have to do the second part and give you another CNAME to put in there. So it is a two-parter. I believe this is just the link. This link is so that you can sign up so we can work with you because it's a timing issue. So yeah, go ahead and fill that out. That tells us that you want our help with it. And then if you want somebody to do it with you, Max is available to help. But if you're really confident with your adjusting your DNS settings, like in GoDaddy, we can give you the instructions in order to do that. We'll just have to make sure that it happens within, a 24 to 72 hour period, because otherwise we'll have to start all over again. So that's why the form, so that we can get you in a queue and time it right.
Oh, okay, my situation is my son is the one that was doing that. He's a computer programmer.
Mhm.
So I left that stuff for him, so I will have to get the instructions to him and coordinate it that way for that. So I'll fill out the form and we'll get the process started. I
Great.
appreciate that. Thank you for that clarity.
Yeah, of course, no problem.
Answer to that question, Colin, is a yes.
Perfect. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see. I know I muted myself when I went to talk. That was brilliant. All right. And thank you, Shakaya. And then we have Kathy again next. What's going on, Kathy? What can we do for you?
Next week it says somebody named Catherine O'Leary is going to be with the Thursday program. Can you give us one sentence or two sentences about who she is and why we would
She's-
want to listen to her?
She's the quiz queen. She knows a lot about quizzes, and I've actually watched her speak before. She's pretty awesome. I too like quizzes. I think that's a really great lead in to get people participating and interacting with you in your app. So that's what I could say about the guest. I think she's going to be fantastic to listen to.
Quiz meaning?
Like quizzes, like, those clickbait quizzes that you take all the time where it's like, which Disney character are you? And you answer all these questions and, quizzes, online quizzes.
Okay, something I don't do. All right.
Right.
Great. So thank you for explaining what she's going to talk about. And I
Sure.
appreciate everybody here.
You're awesome.
I have a
Kathy.
related question on the quiz thing. Is there going to be an online assessment or quiz kind of feature in Actionera web? So,
An online quiz feature in
Yeah.
Actionera.
Mhm.
Yeah, I believe it's in the roadmap for the future. I'm just not sure when.
okay.
Again, with timing, it's kind of becomes, it's a priority thing, right? So I know it is in the roadmap for the future. Timing will be TBD.
Yeah, that will be highly valuable.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see that, because right now I'm using other softwares like Jotform to create. They're not really quizzes; they're just kind of surveys. But having that having that multiple results page is going to be really cool.
Is a survey part of the plan somewhere?
I think that we're doing action forms is on tap. So that would be a way you can create a fillable form, which could serve as a survey. Yeah. And that is, I believe, in progress at this moment.
Yeah, I think we even talked about in the Monday meeting.
Yeah.
Forms is definitely on the agenda,
Yep.
And is that part of the app or the website or both?
both.
Great.
Beautiful.
Antoinette, what's your question? You're on mute.
Sorry about that. Okay, so I have put my app to the side for a while because I was focusing on something else, but now I'm actively trying to get the content so you guys can build it out. And I was going by the content checklist for the minimum requirements to get it going. And I was a little confused on where it's talking about the content topic and then the videos and articles related to that topic. So is it me creating topic and then 5 to 7 articles or videos related to that topic each, or is it I'm creating one topic and then 5 to 7 videos for that specific topic, or am I creating like 7 topics with 7 videos for each of those topics? Am I making sense?
Good question. Let me clarify. Yeah. Yeah. So for getting your app launched, we're asking for somewhere between 3 to 5 topics. And
Oh.
so what the topic is, let's say you have a personal growth or life coaching app. And so maybe one of the topics is mental health. And so you might have 4 videos on mental health.
Oh,
And
okay.
you have another topic that's let's see, what would it be? Physical health. So we have mental health and then we have physical health.
Okay.
And then so that category or that topic has maybe another 3 or 4 videos under there. And so together you have 8 videos, but they now live under 2 different topics.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so you don't need to have, every topic doesn't need to have a video or an article or something, but it does need to have some amount of content,
Oh,
the minimum checklist for us to justify that topic existing at all.
I got you. I got you. Okay, I was confused. I'm like, that many?
Yep.
And so the next question is, so I've already had approved the app design, but I need to change it because I need to change the subtopic or whatever you call it.
Sure.
And is there a cost for that? Because I know I already approved it and then you guys have to do it again. Or if so, then how much?
So if has the graphic so the logo's been done and you approved the graphic image for it?
Yes.
So Trevor, our creative director, who I'm assuming you've been emailing back and forth for this.
But that was a while ago, yeah. But
Okay.
Yeah.
If he has to make graphical changes, there will be a cost.
It's
But
not graphic. The graphic is fine. It's just the wording on part of it would be changing, or yeah, the words for the tagline.
the tagline incorporated in the image.
Yes. So
Then-
they're the same
So
thing.
we'd still call that graphical change.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah.
And
So yeah.
but it's not, if you've already got the main part of the logo, like you're not creating changes to the logo.
No.
A graphical change of just text is not that difficult. I don't know what Trevor charges to have that done, but it's not going to be the original price that you paid for the custom logo.
I
Yeah,
didn't
as
have
long
a
as-
custom logo. I had my own logo. I didn't have a custom logo made.
Oh, okay.
I didn't.
Uh,
So I had my own logo. I just needed, I just had him do the graphics for the design of that.
I would just reach out to Trevor then about having him change that tagline for you. And I
Okay.
can
Can
give
you put
his email.
Trevor's email in there in the chat? Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's it.
Yeah, you want. Good questions.
Eva, take it away. Maybe not.
Eva, are you
It's
there?
really hard for me
There
to
we
do
go.
this on my phone. Okay, I got it. Okay. So yeah, originally I was gonna say something about the copy paste thing. But you guys took care of that, I think. So that was awesome. The other thing I wanted clarity on are these the call changes, because you were saying now when alternating Wednesday and Tuesday. Is that just for the web calls, or and are the Thursday calls remaining the same?
Yeah, Thursday calls are remaining the same. Nothing about that is changing.
Okay.
Wednesday calls, I believe, are going to be web bi-monthly still. And then Tuesday calls, do you remember, Jen, what they're supposed to be on?
Well,
And
it sounded like Robert was doing the alternating Tuesdays would be a web call and the JVIC call, I believe.
Okay,
I thought that's what he was saying. Instead of having the web calls on Wednesdays, it would move to Tuesdays and then alternate between web and the other.
there was something else. I'm gonna look at my notes on this. real
Yeah.
And you're gonna put forth that a bunch of us don't want the beta web calls changed off of Wednesdays because we're otherwise committed.
Well, that's one person so far.
No, it was 2.
Two
it was-
people. Okay, 2
I
people.
can't make Tuesdays.
3.
So,
And
all right.
emails lead calls are on Tuesdays too. So Tuesday is not.
I mean, if we want to start a petition here, but I
Well,
Mutiny.
can pass
The answer is
suggestion
yes.
on, but that's
Yeah,
about it.
petition.
That's the lead calls.
Leads.
That's what it was, Matt. It's
Check the chat.
alternating lead calls with the web calls on Tuesdays.
Lead calls?
Iman's lead calls.
Oh, okay, okay.
Ron's not gonna want you to.
But that's gonna be on
Okay.
Wednesdays, is what you're saying.
No, it'll be on Tuesdays, but the web call alternates Tuesdays with the lead call is what I took down from our notes.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
So then
But it,
that's good.
only people signed up for the lead calls get to be in the lead calls. Or is that not true either?
I have no idea what the
Yeah.
what the
So
lead
I
calls are.
attend lead calls. I can tell you it is alternate weeks, and you are right, Kathy, that it's only lead members attend that. But what I heard from Jennifer is that there will be lead calls every alternate week for lead members, and then there will be web calls in the alternates Tuesdays. So one Tuesday will be lead, then web, then lead, then web, then lead. So that's what I heard.
I feel like we need to change this to open Q&A to open Q&A and ANQ because we're getting answers here.
We're
Now I
getting
feel like I'm
answers.
asking you
I'm
guys.
trying to help. I'm only
No,
trying to
no,
help.
this is good. Thank you. for
I
that.
love it.
Denise as well. Very much
So
appreciate
what's happening on Wednesdays then if the web calls are being moved to Tuesdays every other?
I'm not, so I had thought a call was alternating on Wednesday, but it could be that we're not doing anything on Wednesday now.
Yeah, the
So
notes
please
that I
read the-
took down.
There's a lot of comments in the chat. So when you go back to Robert for some clarification, note that there are a lot of people who have something to say about it, and everybody else who has something to say about it, put it in the chat.
Could have that in the
Any other questions, Ava?
polls.
No, felt like I opened a can of worms there.
No,
And that
we
needed to
just
be
aren't
opened,
sure.
so.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Perfect. All right. Dr. Cindy.
Hi. So I've got a couple quick questions. I'm filling out the form to do the web name or the web address thing. And I'm curious, I got a couple different ones and I'm not sure which is the best route to go because I have a website that is brightpaths.com. And I want to keep that because I do some other things on there that won't be related to the app. So I want the web page with you guys to be clear that it is associated with the app. So, am I making sense?
Like you're talking about doing a subdomain of Bright Paths? That's
I
like,
don't know what that means.
okay. So you're going to keep your website live, right? At Bright Paths?
The brightpaths.com is going to stay live.
Okay.
But the website through you guys, I want to give it its own name. And so one of the names that I'm going to give you a couple of different names that I currently already have.
Oh, real quick, Cindy, if you like the name Bright Paths, what Jen's saying is you can create what's called a subdomain. All you do is add a little bit to that name and you can use that as your redirect. So you could have brightpaths.app.
Okay, that's one I have. Brightpaths.app is. Hold on.
She can do a redirect with a subdomain, but she won't be able to get a security certificate through Actionera because it's already a subdomain in AWS of Actionera. At least that's my theory, because it's a lot more complicated than it normally is when you create a direct domain name. You'd better talk to the programmers on whether she can do a subdomain of her
I was actually
knowledge.
on the call when they were teaching us how to do that. So I'm pretty sure you can do a subdomain, but I will verify that. And if that's the
host is
case,
completely different. The host will be different, so I don't know how that would work.
Okay.
yeah, you're right.
More confused than I was when I started.
No, I just,
So basically what I understand, and I will confirm this, is that you can either use a subdomain or you can use a separate domain that you've purchased specifically for your app, because a lot of app owners have done that.
I have bought some different domain names that I was planning on using, but I was trying to figure out which one made the most sense.
Got it.
So
you want to run them by the group and see what they think?
yeah,
Go for it,
so
Cindy.
I have brightpaths.app and I have brightpathsapp.com. I've got others too, but if we were going to just pick between those two, what makes the most sense?
What do y'all think?
You guys want to just vote in chat, or if somebody's got some particularly juicy feedback they want to share, you can jump on in.
I don't know. I like the first one.
repeat the names.
The
please.
brightpaths.app.
App.
I think it's quiz now.
You think what, hon?
It is a quiz.
Yeah, somebody make a quiz real quick.
Oh,
The survey.
Listen, we need that function in the app right now, so we can all just
tend
jump
to
on
put
there.
people tend to put in .com before they even think about something else. So how that might figure into it, I don't know.
well, that's one of the reasons that I got both of those, brightpaths.app and brightpathsapp.com.
So I'd go for the second one with the app.com part. Just, that's my vote.
Yeah, that makes complete sense to me on that one.
Clarify for me then what you mean by that makes sense.
Oh, what her saying is that people are used to typing in .com at the end of whatever instead of .app. It's just what we're programmed to do already. Even like organizations, stuff like that. People do the .com before they do the .orgs. So yeah, brightpathsapp.com makes a little bit more sense. That's what Kathy was saying.
And Cindy, just out of curiosity, are you with GoDaddy for these? If you, I mean, this might sound crazy, but if you want to keep them both, you could forward one of them to the other one. Like I have 12 domains for my app because I'm crazy, and I forwarded them all to the same one.
Oh, I've done that for my BrightPaths one.
Yeah.
I have
so
several.
you could do the same thing with your app if you're not sure. But ultimately it's a lot of people choose the .com. To Kathy's point, .coms are scarce though these days, and a lot of times you can't find the one that you're looking for, or it's too close to your website proper. So we've got some feedback in the chat there.
Okay, so what I'm seeing in here. Okay, so Emery was saying it's too hard to remember app.com. I'm seeing like about 50-50 in here. You guys aren't helping me. So I don't know. Sorry.
Sherry just called us old.
Yeah, right.
Well, it sounds like you could kind of go with either one and be okay, since like people are on the fence with both.
Yeah, it's probably one of those decisions that you can just flip a quarter on and go with.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yep. Denise, I did the same thing. Mine's the workaroundapp.com. I did the same thing. I couldn't get workaround.com because obviously that's not available.
Nice. All right, Bronislav.
Oh, hey. Oh, I'm in it. Okay. I just finished skiing and preparing going home. I missed the first part. Are you guys to say?
You kind of cut out there on us, Bronislaw.
I have a question about that.
But which thing you cut off on us?
Hello?
So I couldn't.
Yeah, we're only hearing part of what you're saying, Branislav.
Oh, yeah. I'm in that part of the California now. I have a question regarding Apple TV. Oh, sorry, Actionera TV. You know.
Okay.
Question is when you're gonna contact us? That is my question.
So I believe there is a form for you to fill out if you're interested in it. So that would be the next step, and I can put that form in chat for you. Does that sound right to you, Robert and JD? Or, I mean,
And
Yes, it does, Matthew.
all right, all right.
Okay, that will be good because yeah, I got confirmation, but I just want to see what is next step.
Yeah, look at chat in the next couple of seconds, and I will be putting the link in there for you. Okay.
Sure. All right. Meantime, do you know what Robert and Iman are playing, producing some movies like Top Gun or something like this?
I hope so.
They
I hope they're casting too. I want to be in
I
there.
was like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm signing up.
Two guys in a
I'm
van.
dying to see that, you know. And Sarah is there, you know, also, you know, that could help, you know.
Okay,
All
here we
right, you cannot comment on that.
No, yeah, no comment. Sorry, that is
This has been recorded, so we have nothing to say.
highly secretive. Will be announced
All
eventually.
right.
It is in chat for you now, Branislav.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Thanks. I need to go to drive home. Thank you, guys.
You're welcome. Have a good one.
But if
Anne
you've
Marie?
already filled out that form, do you know what is happening next?
No idea. That's kind of being handled by, I would say, a different department. So I'm not sure what the reaching out process is for that. But we are getting, I know we're getting, we're seeing them come through. So somebody is managing that.
Anne Marie, what's your question?
Hi, everybody. This is for the website. On the home page, the upper left-hand side and the middle block where you have a choice of doing either the graphic or the video. I would like to know, Matt, I think you're the one that has the graphic that reaches end to end across the screen. I would like to know what size that graphic is, and also in the upper left-hand corner, the size of that graphic, because they're different proportions.
That is such a good question. So my secret is I have a brother who's a graphic design artist.
Well, thanks a whole lot. I just want, I have the graphic. I just need to know how to stretch it across the page.
Right. Oh, so that's, I believe it's picking, like there should be an option to pick header. Where is it? I'm going to it right now.
Yeah, if you check the box, it expands it to the whole width of the page.
Yeah, so there's an area that if you're looking at the home screen, right under the image if no video box, that you'll see like a tiny little box that says click this box to make image full width in the
Could you
home
show it, please?
Sure. Jen, do you want to show or do you want me to screen share?
Go for it, Matt.
Okay.
You got it up right now, right?
Give me permission? Can I do it?
You should. You're a co-host.
And also, Eva, what time is your Facebook on Monday?
Yeah, so we meet on Pacific time, 12 to 2.
Okay, thanks.
All right,
You're welcome.
so when you're in Quantum Vision Consulting app, so I'm not on my own app at the moment, but when you're in the home screen area, come down to home screens, and then under here where it says image if no video, you just click this box when you upload that image.
And then it will stretch it for you, right?
Yeah, then it says full width in home screen. So
Okay, and what do you recommend the graphic size to start with should be? Does it matter, or just like a normal Facebook post graphic? Is that okay?
I think well,
I just downloaded your
it's
image,
not
Matt.
set up that way
It's
anymore.
1920 by 1166 is
This
the
one?
pixel size. Uh-huh.
Okay.
When I right clicked it and I downloaded it.
Is this
Thanks. And then the upper home screen logo on the left, top left?
This one is rectangular in width.
I think it mentions the size in the content portal. If you go back to the content portal and you go to the home screen.
It's active. Here we go. Okay, so
I think it tells you it should be,
here we go.
yeah. So one of it is like 200 and something.
This one says ideal 512 by 512.
512, 512, that doesn't seem right. That would be a square.
It is, yeah, it's a perfect square for the welcome screen image.
Oh, no, I meant for the upper left-hand side, that one, Unbound Living, that logo one.
Oh, this is actually gonna be
That's
under
web setup.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
And it's 256 by 96 for the logo. See, it's got dimensions in there.
256 by 96. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. One other quick question. If the logo is put up, which Jean did that, and then she goes, there used to be a fast way to make sure it was A-OK. How do you switch from the portal to actually seeing it?
Like this, you mean? Or seeing it
Yes.
in your app?
No, just like you did.
So in your web setup, you should be able to go here to setup and web setup.
Yep.
And you see username.
Yes.
So everybody's website that has web setup is basically this address right here.
Yep.
And then followed by whatever your username is. So
Right.
as Unbound. So just go to web setup and look at your username. And then you can add it to, I'll put in chat here. You can just add it to the tail end.
Oh, okay. Got
And
it.
Anne Marie, yours is mindfulness.
Mindfulness. Yeah.
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 And then you
Okay.
can just, it should be instantaneous. So if you make a change and you save it and you refresh, it should show up on the website right away.
Yeah, I knew there was a quick thing and I couldn't remember, and I'm going, oh, there's no preview button. This is not like WordPress. There isn't a preview, publish. And I'm going, how did you do that? Okay, great.
Yours looks
Okay.
great. I like this.
Yeah, I'm getting it changed because I didn't. Anyhow, it's just a placeholder.
All
And
right.
then for my screen, I'm going to do the end to end. I have a collage made. So, okay, great. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right, we are right at the top of the hour. I'd say maybe one or two last questions if anybody has something quick they want to ask. Otherwise, we are gonna wrap up.
I've got a quick question.
Karate.
I just did the domain thing, and I also just got the PLR. Are you able to answer any questions about the PLR?
Our PLR, the Action Era PLR, or
Yeah.
Sure. What's the question?
It was saying, so I chose one of the plans, and it said click to create an account, but I realized maybe they already meant the account that I have. So I don't know if I just made a second account, Action Era Creator account for myself. But where would I see these, and when would I see them in my account?
Oh, what PLR have you purchased if you have purchased? it?
Well, I did the 2 per month, but either of the plans said you get the first 6 up front, and then from there, it's either 2 per month or 4 per month.
Okay, so this
So
is
I'm
for the
anticipating
new-
the 6 are coming, I think maybe it was like 2 weeks apart or 3 weeks apart or something like that.
Right, so this is the new, yeah, so for the new PLR that Action Era is creating, they will be full PLR courses, which means, let me screen share again. And by the way, I don't think anybody has them yet. Correct me if you guys are wrong, but I believe that is still not out yet.
I think you're correct, Matt.
Okay, so they are full courses, which means they're gonna show up under Action Era courses here. Under the create/edit category, your course list.
Okay, so when they, okay, that's where I'll find them.
Right.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Oh yeah, and you said you can't really answer questions about Action TV.
Correct. I can drop the article and the website back in there, if anybody is still needing that.
Okay. Alrighty, awesome. I have homework to do. Journals and articles, so I can get my app ready to be launched.
Questions, journals and questions, Roddy.
Journals and questions, something or the other.
Do we
I'm just
know-
gonna read the list and follow it. That's all I know.
Do we
Follow
know
the plan.
do we know what the first 2 courses are? Like Robert showed it and I forgot.
Yeah. Yeah, we do. What did he say? View the list of courses. How to stay centered in conflict, available March 27th. Time management masterclass, available April 3rd. That's the first 2.
Thank you.
Ramesh.
Hi. So I keep me a little bit on track with this PLR courses. So first I had subscribed to all the big bunch that is already there in my portal. Then there was another offer somewhere for PLR which I missed. So there was a deadline and I did not really opt for it. So looks like I missed it. Then is there? I think now there is a new bunch being worked on or being released, or there's something that is coming up, and we don't. Is there already something out that I can subscribe to, or where are we on the third bunch?
So Robert announced that he's got the special edition PLR that's available. You know, it's one of those that he's offering a starter package. I believe there was an email that went out on the 21st. You see, yeah, and the subject is special edition PLR launch. And in that he described what it was, and you could view the course lists for this. And let me see if I can get that in there. Yep, here we go. I will pop this in chat.
Thank you so much.
This is the link to the special edition PLR courses.
Oh, okay. And how to subscribe to that? An instruction?
I believe he's got it in the email. Hold on one second. Let me pull that back up. Yeah, and you could decide to purchase. Oh my God, I can't talk. But yeah, the 2 offers were choose 2 courses from 4 available each month, or 3 courses and 1 premium course. And there are links in his email for that. So
thank you. Thank you. Sorry.
No worries.
Hey, Jen.
Yes.
Suzanne has a question here that maybe you know the answer to. It was which pick. Actually, if you just want to ask it, Suzanne, since you know your question better than I do.
Yeah, I think she just answered part of it. So we get to pick which 2 of 4 that we want.
Yeah, there's a 2-course package and a 4-course package. So
The second part of my question was, what makes a course premium?
Well,
You
this
didn't really
is
define that.
Yeah, so this is I mean it's custom created. It's not something you can buy on Tools for Motivation or PLR.me or anything like that. So it's different. They're on topics that I believe Robert has curated himself.
Well, so it's a collaboration between him and someone who wants to remain unnamed. But I can tell you, I also know her. Robert's spoken very highly about her. I know her as well personally. She really is tremendously wonderful, and the content she creates is top notch. So it will be very, very different from anything you'd see on like Tools for Motivation, which is just, I mean, it's good, but it's like generic sort of, what can I find on Wikipedia or something. Her content is has a lot more behind it, a lot more oomph behind it. So that's what makes it different.
And also the license of it, Robert said that we have more liberty than we do with the PLR license, so that we can do our own voiceovers or cut and paste it. Where the PLR that we got from Tools of Motivation, it has a limiting license.
Correct.
Yeah, but the question was, if we can pick 2 of 4, can one, it doesn't sound like one of those can be the premium course. In order to get the premium course, you need to buy the 4.
All 4 are called premium courses written by this person that she's a writer, I believe, for a living or something of that nature. So it's the quality that we're talking about.
Oh. All right. Well, I'm going to revisit that on his webpage, because I was pretty sure he said if you get the 4, you get 3 plus 1 premium.
No, they're all premium.
Okay.
So I'm actually looking for the call right now, so I can place the article in chat if anybody wants to rewatch the conversation on that.
Thank you. I appreciate you addressing that today.
Sure. Let's see, what else? Ramesh, you got another question?
And I think, Susan, that it was either a choice of 2 courses or 4 that he had mentioned. But I'm not so sure you get to choose which 2 of the 4. I think it's a package deal. Here are 2 or here are 4, because he's limiting how many people have access to that course, so that we all don't have it in our apps.
Right. So the link the link that I just put in chat is the replay of the video, and if I remember, it was towards the very end of the talk. If you read the general notes, it shows it as the bottom bullet. So it happened somewhere at the end, but I don't have the exact timestamp. Oh, all right. That is it. I think we're gonna wrap up for tonight's call. Thank you guys for jumping on here and making us feel like we're still special, even though we're not as special as Robert. And so you make us all feel really good, and we appreciate each and every one of you so very much. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.
Bye.